Hey everyone, it's Sam. So today's day 5 and that is T-minus 10 for me and T-minus 14 for Trey. Not too shabby at all. I know I didn't update yesterday. I apologize for that. Things just sort of got a little crazy. Like I said on the first one, I'm going to do my best to vlog every day, but I can't guarantee anything, especially the next couple of days. So anyway, it's going pretty good. We got up first thing in the morning and went to Lubbock and got to see my best friend Kara and Tiffany and Kara's future mother-in-law and her mother. And I don't have their permission to use their names on YouTube yet, so I'm not going to. If they gave me permission, that'd be great, but I didn't even ask, so they didn't give me permission. Anyway, we just got back from the bridal expo. Not great. I wouldn't even really call it an expo. I think it was more of a trade show at best. There were maybe 20 vendors there. And for me, an expo would be more like almost 100 vendors or something. And Lubbock is a bigger town than where I live, so I'm not sure what happened there. It took us maybe 15-20 minutes to go through the whole thing. I expected it to take longer than that. So then afterwards, I meant to say, at the expo, they did have wedding cake for people to sample, and I did not have any. And then afterwards, all of us girls went to Cheddar's, which is a restaurant. I don't know if it's a chain or not. Anyway, so everybody ate. I had water, and it was fine. And then afterwards, Trey met us. The baby was definitely tired and cranky, so we left, and he's playing in there. And so then Trey and I went to Best Buy and then came home. It was really a whirlwind trip. I'm surprised we're already home. I think we spent more time in the car traveling back and forth than we did actually in Lubbock. Anyway, so like I said, T-minus 10. I think you can see a little bit in my face that it's kind of, the swelling has gone down a little bit from the weight coming off. So that's a good thing. I can see it anyway. I don't know if y'all can. Not a lot of exercise. I was asked actually to kind of describe exactly what it is that I'm doing. So I thought I would take a minute or two and do that. What I'm doing is called juice fasting, and what that means is I am not having anything to eat but water or fresh homemade veggie or fruit juice. It depends on kind of what you want to put in there. And what that means is when I very first get up in the morning, I chop up some fruit, usually like some peaches or a peach, like a little cup of pineapple, a pear, half a carton of strawberries because I love strawberries, orange kind of stuff like, and usually a mango. I like mango. I don't think Trey's too crazy for it. So anyway, I put all that through the juicer and I drink. It comes out probably about 12 ounces or so is what I get out of all that fruit, and that's what I drink for breakfast. And then I don't have anything for lunch, or until lunch. And for lunch, I always do leafy greens, whether it is kale or spinach or anything else you can think of. Arugula, I think, is a little peppery for me, and I don't tend to like the collards, but I do like the kale and I do like the spinach. So I usually do a little bit of those, probably like 3 leaves of kale and just like half a handful of spinach. And then I add in tomato, or a tomato, a carrot, a couple of stalks of celery, a cucumber, or I'm sorry, not even a whole cucumber, it's a half cucumber. Anyway, I juice all, it's whatever you would put in a salad. I juice all that, and again, I get about 12 ounces out of that, and that's what I have for lunch and for dinner. You can drink, and you are encouraged to drink as much as you want to. If you're hungry, drink some juice, it's fine. What I have found is that you cannot, I was told, I didn't try, you cannot put a banana, a avocado, or like mushrooms or anything with that kind of texture, because you're not going to get anything out of it, and it can kind of mush up your juicer. So if you want a little banana puree, what I would do is put a banana in a blender or a food processor and puree it, and add a little bit of distilled water until it's nice and thin, and then pour some of that into your juice if you want. So anyway, and so that's what I do. That's all I'm doing, and I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but that's what we're doing. And I think that I'm really starting to see the benefits. I mean, this thing right here is not as pronounced as it was. My jeans are fitting better. 10 pounds in 5 days is not bad. So I do expect for the weight loss to slow down for me to about a half a pound to a pound a day for the next week and a half, and then after that it should drop down to about a half a pound total per day, especially if I continue on the exercise. Haven't really exercised besides walking around wherever I'm at in the last couple of days. So I need to up the exercise and make sure that my metabolism rebuilds as it slows down with not a whole lot of food to keep it going. So I'll use exercise to sort of up the metabolism. Anyway, so that's about it. And I feel really embarrassed. I'm wearing the exact same shirt I wore in the last video. I promise it was washed last night. I didn't go to Lubbock in dirty clothes. So anyway, that's that. Tonight's the Oscars, and a film geek like me means that's pretty much the Super Bowl for me. So I have a few things to take care of. And then I'm going to go get comfy and put on my PJs and throw my hair back and take my computer into the living room where I can get some work done while I keep an eye on the Oscars. I'm really, really excited. So anyway, I guess that's about it. We're home. I do have some footage from the trip. I don't know if I said this already, but I do have some footage from the trip. I just haven't edited it yet. And I will get to that, but probably not today. And it'll probably get kind of thrown in with another couple of days instead of just one whole day, because I'm not used to, I mean, I always forgot that I had this stinking camera. So I didn't get it out, and I didn't get a whole lot of footage, probably only maybe 4 or 5 minutes tops. So anyway, I guess that's all from me. Have a super rest of your Sunday, and I will see you hopefully tomorrow, but definitely next time. Bye.